Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're going to do another Aetherdrift draft. So let's hop in here. Alright, whatever we do, let's not do another loot deck. We've done enough of those. Alright, we open a white-black rare Zahur Glory's Past. We've had that one before. Anything else? This is overall a fairly weak pack, so I'm pretty fine taking the Zahur. It does put us into two colors, but it has a pretty nice max speed. I guess the strategist would be the next best thing. Yeah, we're gonna take the Zahur and pass this kind of weak pack. Power word. Dropping the deuce, really? The Peppermint Butler. Some of the names people come up with. I mean, if we're going to start with one Zahur, why don't we start with two Zahurs? That seems fine. This pack does have more stuff to talk about. We've got the Memory Guardian. We've got commons of all colors. We got the Wicker Folk here. Leonin Surveyor, which is just okay. Yeah, we'll take another Zahur. Okay, well there's a Bloodghast. Other cards in this pack, we have Bounce Off, we have Siphon Fuel. We have Bright Fang Mustang, which is okay if you can get it going and back on track. I was going to take the Bloodghast. We're just rare drafting right now. Hey, there is an achievement if you draft 9 or more rares in a single draft. We're already a third of the way there. Okay, well now we can't take a rare. We can take a Wreckage Wicker Folk. Oh, but there's a Collision Course as well. I'm going to take the Collision Course, I think. I don't mind playing one of those. Or is the Wicker Folk better? We have a lot of 2-drops already. I'm just going to take the Collision Course. I'll give us some interaction, because we don't want to be without that in this format. Or any format, really. Okay, we have a Locust Spray, a Siphon Fuel, Oil Gorger, so do I want a Locust Spray, or do I want to kill a big thing? Let's take a Locust Spray. We can maybe find more Siphon Fuel later. I think we are just locking into white-black. I haven't seen much of anything else. We have a Grim Javelineer, which I think is okay to help push damage through. We have a combat trick. We have Scoured Barons, but I don't think I'm going to pick Scoured Barons yet. There's also the black-red vehicle here. It's a little bit off from what we're doing so far with the double Zahur. Okay, so here the pick is between the pilot or the oil gorger. I do like oil gorger. I have been a fan of that. Deathless pilot is okay. We're out of white-black cards. Why are we out of white and black cards? I guess we'll just take Ooze Patrol. It's the best card in the pack. We could shift to black-green, potentially. The big old crocodile came back. Alright. We can play it. Wreckage Wicker Folk over another Start Your Engines card. I like it. We'll take the Mustang now. Yeah, I think that was just one pack that didn't have anything with our colors. Everything else has been white and black. I guess Camera Launcher's the only thing we could potentially play. But we're hopefully not playing it, so I'm going to put it to the sideboard. Tune-Up. Though we don't have artifacts yet. Hello, Guardian Sunmare. When it attacks while saddled, search for a permanent card with mana value 3 or less and put it onto the battlefield. Just a 5-mana 5/5 Ward 2. There's a Packdoll Terror in here as well, and a Gestal Raider. But I'm just going to take the Guardian Sunmare. There's actually a lot of stuff in this pack. Sky Serpent Seeker. Nesting Bot, I've heard this is good. I think I'm underrating it. But we're still taking the rare here. There's a Runover, Broken Wings, Flood the Engine. This pack is pretty stacked. Yeah, Guardian Sunmare. Do we want a second Locust Spray? I don't think so. I'm happy with the Grim Javelineer here. Because those can help us push damage. There's another Runover. But we're notably not green. And we get a Grim Bauble. There's a Ketrodon. Oh, there's the Mako. We got to try and be the cycling deck sometime. But that is not going to be this draft. We cannot just hard pivot into cycling right now. Alright, not a ton in this particular pack, but we do have the Bleachbone Verge, which I would enjoy. Help us cast our cards. Pretty easy pickup. It's either that or the Risky Shortcut, which isn't too bad in this deck. We have another Javelineer. Or an intimidation tactics. I keep saying I'm going to try this card. Let's actually try it. Because we can always cycle it away if we don't end up needing it. Here we have a collision course, or we have a Sundial Dawn Tyrant. I do like this card, so I'm going to take it. We already have a collision course. I'd rather have more black removal, like spin outs, siphon fuel even. Alright, here we have a pilot, or we have a risky shortcut. I'm going to take the shortcut. Mainly because a 2-2 on its own gets walled pretty easily in this format. Am I playing this? Probably not. I'll just rare draft. Oh, this is a card I should be playing, the Nesting Bot. So we'll give that a go. What is our artifact count at? Oh, we get another Locust Spray anyways. Or I could take the Brightfield Mustang. Or the Disciple. Let's take a Locust Spray. Oh, hey, we'll take this rare. Collodin. So doesn't that put me up to like 6 rares now? Sabsunan Luxa Embodied. Well, it's unfortunate we're not in those color pairs. But it is a mythic. Also, look at that face. That head. It's like a frog. It's a nightmare frog. No wonder why we lose to it. I'm going to take that. Oh, I don't think we were passing up anything that spectacular. Okay, now here, I'm going to take the Risen Necro Regent over another mythic. Just, we have to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we have 8. If I take this rare, we get the achievement. But I'm actually going to take the Hour of Victory here. Because that is actually in our colors. It's Start Your Engines. And at max speed, you get to tutor a card. Alright, there's another Grim Bauble, which I will play. Probably not going to play 2 Locust Sprays at this point. We can play the Broadcast Rambler, I guess. Vendetta's not really playable. Take another Grim Javelineer. We have a lot of those. I think they can end up playing well with like our Bloodghast and our Wicker Folk. Just make things big. Nesting Bot number 2. Or do I want Light Shield Parry? We'll take the Nesting Bot. We are trying to be a little bit more aggressive in this deck. This might actually be a 16 land deck. We'll see. Oh, Siphon Fuel. There's a Scrounging Sky Ray. Some cycling player is going to like that. Now we get an Engine Rat over Grim Javelineer number 4. Now we do get Grim Javelineer number 4. This could be the Javelineer tribal deck. Discard a card to draw a card. We might actually play this. I'll take the uncommon here. And we only got 8. For the rare count. I don't think Roadside Assistance is good in our deck. What I would have liked was that, I don't think I ever saw it, the 1 mana white enchantment with Start Your Engines that you can cast from your graveyard if you have max speed. Alright. So we need to make a few cuts. There's only 1 RN creature. So what am I cutting? I could probably cut one of these Javelineers. And then we have to cut a couple cards out of here. We have a lot of 5-drops already, so I think I like these 3 more than the vehicle, so I'm going to cut the vehicle. Can we cut the Intimidation Tactics? Or we can cut Locust Spray. I think let's cut Locust Spray because we do have double Bobble here. And let's have this be the deck. Alright, Rice J-Rod is our first opponent. Nesting Bot. We're on the draw. We do have a turn 1 Nesting Bot. The only problem with this is we can't go turn 1 Nesting Bot, turn 2 Bloodghast. Even with our Verge, because the Verge will tap for black first before it taps for white. Okay, opponent gets a treasure. Next turn we can try out the intimidation tactics. There's a Bloodghast, but it can't block. So let's do this. Two Guidelight Pathmakers. Sky Crash isn't going to be as useful against us. We'll take one of their Pathmakers. Now they can cast a Pathmaker due to their treasure. I guess they could Sky Crash this, but you know, if that's what our opponent wants to do, let him do it. I'll just take this. There's the Pathmaker. It's crew 2, so we gotta be careful with what our opponent gets here. Okay, Sky Cycle. We don't have lifelink yet. Opponent's at 2, all we have to do is live this turn. We also have a hasty Bloodghast coming that they don't know about. It is... yeah, it has haste as long as an opponent has 10 or less life. Alright, Sky Cycle is fine. If he attacks, we can not die. And one of these is getting through. That's all it takes is one. No matter how they crew. Like, you can crew all you want. Yeah, we're getting through. So that was a nice first win. Meatballs! Who wants to be known as Meatballs? Apparently this guy does. We go first. We shall start the aggression. With our Dawn Tyrant and Engine Rat. What, do you have Road Rage or something? Yeah, I wonder why there was a pause there. We're up against Red-Green. Could also play the risky shortcut. It would be more mana efficient right now. Sky Crash, okay. Let's play a 3-mana 7/2. It looks really scary, especially if you don't have anything to block it with. But there is something. Let's see what's going on in our opponent's hand. Hazard of the Dunes can get out of here. So what do you want to do? Trade? Okay. Opponent is opting to trade. We're going to draw some cards. Nothing, huh? Okay, so we know they've got Crash and Burn and the Rocket Booster. I'm not blocking that. Head Gunner. Well, let's start our engines. Four, 5. We'll take 4 here. Could attack with the Javelineer as well. I don't think I'm going to. Run over. Let's not do that. Okay, we're at speed 3. Siphon fuel gained us a little bit of life back. Kinda gotta get him to play the crash and burn. I think the only way we do that is if we double block the Thunderhead Gunner. Or he just finally decides to burn the rat. I could play this knowing it's gonna die, but we get a zombie for our troubles. Ooh, there's blood gas, too. This is a good spot for blood gas to get in. Those two can go away. That was a good surveil. We have achieved max speed. So I can now tutor for a card. What would I tutor for? What would I tutor for? We have Collision Course, Grimbobble. Collision Course doesn't kill that. Pitches a Pit Automaton. Plow through, okay. Also, if we top deck a 6th land, I did surveil away a land. Let's see what we can get here. Sunmare, Oil Gorger, Collision Course doesn't really work. I could just take the Grimbobble and kill that. I kind of don't hate it. And then a non-token creature dies, I make a tapped thing. I probably should have kept the land on top so we could play it and use the rats effect, because then we would have won. run over. Sacrifice another creature to surveil one. Sack the Bloodghast. It's not getting through. We'll get a zombie. Plains is good. We just have too many threats for our opponent to deal with. Because Bloodghast comes back. And I also just activate this and you're dead. You can kill it in response, but you need to kill it before I played the 6th land. Alright, so far we're 2-0. And so far our aggro strategy has been working. Wolfwood is our next opponent. We go first. We have a bobble. This is a slow hand. But I don't like taking mulligans on the play. The Voyager Glide Car. I'm going to play our plains in case we get another swamp. And in case we don't, that's fine. Dawn Tyrant would be a great draw here. Okay, we'll just keep killing their cheap thing. Pride of the Road, that's a good one. I haven't seen that card in a while. We're up against a fellow white-black deck. There's a Leonin Surveyor for our opponent. I could have my big old crocodile saddle this Mustang. Just a pretty hard cast. I guess not quite. We killed a couple creatures. As we just swing for a casual, 12 damage. Bloodghast now has haste. Siphon fuel for our opponent. Okay. That Pride of the Road is about to get double strike. That's a problem. Oh no, that's just target creature will get double strike. Swing for 8. Yep, you gotta trade something. Land actually lets me double spell. But is that even good right now? Not really. Because we're kind of about to be dead to this thing getting double strike. We need our collision course. Oh my. Actually, we're just dead this turn now. Yeah, our opening hand was a little bit too slow. What this deck is lacking is some good removal. Blizzy is our next opponent. Opponent goes first. Yeah, this is the issue with that. Black green, the Legat. Let's start our engines. The Mammoth or the Gravestalker? Mammoth. Their hand is not great. Whereas our hand is just kind of all action. Cycle to that. So now he's got 2 fresh new cards over there. Engine Rat, okay. Our nesting bot looks pretty good on this board. I could even trade one of these now. I'll do it like this. Cool. Lanes, that's good. Run over, okay, sure. I guess they do have a target for Broken Wings. We just won't play it yet. There's another Legat. I mean, I'm not interested in trading the Mustang, but I don't see what other choice we really have. Actually, I see what choice we have. We wait to trade the Mustang because we can turn it into a 2/2 creature. I was supposed to saddle the Mustang, but that's okay. You want to trade off, I get zombies. I don't need the swamp, and yeah, that Broken Wings just sat dead in our opponent's hand. Well, we technically had a dead flyer, but I just didn't need to play it. We were playing around the Broken Wings. So we are 3-1 now. Tabulata is our next opponent. Intimidation tactics. Any third land gets us that thing. We have Bloodghast as well. Hand looks good. No Gas Guzzler for you. You don't need to do that. Now we do need to get a land, preferably a white source. No dice. Oh, not like this game. Really? Now we're probably too far behind. Really, you got nothing else going on besides to draw? Okay. His hand might just be removal. Oh, that's bad for us. Yeah, this one's a bit of a non-game. Like, I can do this and trade with the 2/3. Yeah, with that rat activation available now, we just can't afford to wait. Oh, Thunderhead Gunner. Yeah, we don't have a hand that can deal with him. And another Engine Rat. And we just keep drawing non-land stuff we can't cast. Alright. That was the downside of keeping that hand. We are 3-2. Guy 422. Not sure why he picked those numbers, but that's not what we need to figure out here. Oh, we're not doing this non-white hand again. That was ridiculous. We have nothing until turn 5 now. Alright, we've started our engines. Well, let's take this. Because our opponent is stuck on lands. Okay. We're gonna start hitting harder. Oh, he found a blue source. Midnight Mangler, that's fine. My stuff dies, I get to surveil. We would like to hit a land. A 7-2. We'll keep it. Land will keep. And there's a 7-2. Green. Oh, there's green in that deck. Maybe splashing for loot. Alright, attack for 7. And here's a horse mount. Which I can use the crocodile to saddle the horse. That's a strange picture if you think about it. A crocodile riding a horse. Well, they have the exhaust ability up. So how do I do this? We could play the 3-3, swing all. That would force a block here. That's also if they don't have anything in hand. But if they do have something, then they can't exhaust this. Let's do it. I like that idea. And they can't just block this and exhaust, because then they're taking 12 and dying. And they have to exhaust to trade with the crocodile. So it's a really tough spot for our opponent right now. And I think if there was removal on the crocodile, they would have... Oh, okay. Still taking 8 here. Still taking 5 here. Now we've hit max speed. Wasn't expecting a double removal there. Okay, and our opponent has seen enough. Well, the one wasn't removal, it was bounce, but still. Alright, we're 4-2. Searching for an opponent. I do like this deck. So far we haven't used that Risen Necro Regent, so I guess in theory I could have Mythic drafted the Mimoplasm thing. Arena's just trolling me. We're gonna keep, because we have so much stuff we can potentially do. Now we have this. Any third land unlocks this whole hand. Hazaret! Well, in true Arena fashion, we don't get the third land. Come on, let's not end with a non-game. Okay. I will accept this. Now, which of our 3 drops do we want to play? Let's play the big old crocodile. Just scare our opponent. Our opponent has no fear or respect of the crocodile. We must have like a Road Rage or a Lightning Strike, I take it. Yeah, there's Lightning Strike. I need to be hitting land drops here. And we still can't do that. Our opponent has the Nuts Cycling deck. And a Mako. Yeah, we are just dead here. We're down to 8 already. Yeah. that's going to be game. So yeah, a bit of a non-game, but I don't think we would have beaten all this anyways. But that's okay. We still got 4 wins. So pretty good showing for an aggro deck here. Take one final look at the deck. We had the double Zahur, Bloodghast, Collision Course, double Grimbaubles. We just could get off to a really quick start with this package, and the Grim Javelineer really helps to push damage through, giving your thing Death Touch and +1 power. I must say I was impressed with it. The Horse Mount. There's a Necro Regent that could have been a thing. Alright, well, we'll claim our prize. And for now, I'll take my leave.